Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well today. This is Brad Cartwright with Econ Course Companion, and today we're going to take a look at just the IB core concepts. What does the IB want you to be able to do with this information in monopolistic competition? This is the stuff you need to know in order to ensure that you're ready for the test, whether it be in class or the exam. It's so nice that they provide this for us. These are the things you got to do. If you can't do them, stay up and study. If you can, go to bed. Here we go. All right, monopolistic competition. You need to be able to explain the assumptions of monopolistic competition. What are we as economists assuming in the market structure for monopolistic competition? You need to know those things. You need to be able to define and give examples of product differentiation. Do you know it? If you do, cool, move on. If not, learn it. 3, explain and illustrate the demand curve for firms in monopolistic competition. That is, the monopolistic competition is a price maker's market structure, which means they have a downward sloping demand curve and also a downward sloping average revenue curve as a result because they are the same line. You need to be able to explain how firms maximize profits in monopolistic competition. Profit maximization always happens where marginal cost equals marginal revenue. That's your key output level to find profit maximization quantity that would most likely enable them to be profitable, but they might not be. And you need to be able to know how to do the following: explain and illustrate short-run profit and loss in monopolistic competition. So abnormal profit, can you do that? Normal profit, can you do that? A loss, can you do that? By the way, a quick hint, it's the same way you do it in Monopoly as monopolistic competition and as oligopoly because, check it, they are the same sort of market structures in the sense that they get to make their own price and therefore they have similar revenue curves. All right, what next? Be able to explain and illustrate the long run equilibrium in monopolistic competition. You need to be able to explain the movement from the short run when we produce things to the long run when we plan things in monopolistic competition. You need to be able to do the following as you have to in all the market structures, which is explain and illustrate productive and allocative efficiency in the short run and the long run. These are the same points, by the way. You just need to be able to identify where they are on the different graphs in monopolistic competition. It's not that hard. If you can do it for Monopoly, you can do it for them. And lastly, compare and contrast perfect competition with monopolistic competition. What's the difference between perfect information and perfect competition and monopolistic competition when they're competing in a competitive market, but they get to set their price, as opposed to in perfect competition, my friends, when they are price takers? Well, that's it. Can you do that? Are those the things that you have in your mind? Can you demonstrate, explain, illustrate, whatever it asks you to do, all of those core concepts? If you can, you're good. Go to sleep. If you can't, stay up and study. But know that all of this is logical behavior because it's human behavior, my friends. Never forget that. Be good to one another. Be kind to yourself. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and we'll talk to you in a bit.